Welcome back to my channel, everyone. So today I'm going to be doing my pin collection, and right now I'm just showing you like a quick overview. I sorted my pins into sections so that you can get a better feel for what I like to collect. So hopefully you can see all of this. And I'll go over each pin in detail here in a second, but this is just all of my pin stuff. So we'll start down here. This is my couples pins. Most of my pins I bought myself, but this pin was given to me by my grandma, and hopefully it will focus here, maybe. So anyway, this is a Mickey and Minnie pin, and it is in black and white, and it just says Mickey Mouse. So there's that. And I have another one similar to that. It's black and white Mickey and Minnie. If you can see, I don't know why this isn't focusing, but they're in an old-timey car here. So maybe maybe the camera's, okay, maybe there was a smudge on my lens, I don't know. That's better. Okay, so this is Jack and Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas. And this came in a pack that I got around Halloween time last year. So this section is my female character section, excluding the princesses. So we'll start on the bottom here. This pin is Minnie as a ballerina, and my dad got this pin for me the second time we went to Disney. So there's that. Then I have a Minnie pin that says Japan on it. This is from the World Showcase Epcot pin pack. So there is, maybe if I move it back a little bit. I think it's just glaring because of all the reflections. So moving on with pins, I did a little, I paused the video and did a little camera refocusing. Now you can probably see the pins much better. This is the Madame Leota Pin from the Haunted Mansion pin pack. Then we have this little nerdy mini one. This came in the Disney Nerds pin pack, and it was purchased for me for Easter 2 years ago, I believe, from my grandma. And going along with that, we have the little nerd daisy here. I'm trying to keep the glare down, so I'm sorry if that is blinding you. Next, we have the little mouse from the Rescuers. She came in a 2-pack as well, and the one that she came with is in another section. Then, for my second trip to Disney, I got the Kim Possible pin. I think my parents bought this for me. Obviously, when I was little, I was only really looking for princess pins, but my parents kind of like knew shows I watched and everything, so they picked out a lot for me. This one was given to me by my grandma. It's just a little patriotic Tinkerbell. And I have another patriotic Tinkerbell that looks like this, and she has her sparkly wings. Then we have the Alice in Wonderland pin from the Epcot World Showcase one. And the bottom country that it has on here is just telling you where the story originated from. So then we have this one that I got on our 3rd or 4th trip, I believe, with the fairies on it. Maybe I'll focus. There we go. So you can see that with Silver Mist, Iridescent, and Tinkerbell. And this one is also from my grandma. I think she got these all in the pack, all these patriotic ones. This is Stitch surfing on an American flag printed surfboard. This one you all have seen in my Disney haul from March. This is the Jessica Rabbit St. Patrick's Day one. I guess this should be in the holiday one. But, yeah, this is the 2015 pin, so it was a little bit more pricey. Then I have the Jessica Rabbit military pin, and her arm actually it's hard to do with one hand, salutes back and forth. So there is that. And then we have, this is one of my very first pins. This is the Meg pin from the store that was in our hotel. So there is that. My nail is all sorts of screwed up. Alright, moving on, we'll go to the princess section. It's really blurry because my camera is focused on things up close. So here is a Merida pin that I got. I try and get pins of characters I've met so I can just kind of keep track. I've got this Rapunzel one with the really sparkly hair. We've got Mulan. We have the China pin from the World Showcase pack. This one with Princess Aurora has my birthstone, which is an opal. I was born in October. There is a hair on this pin. That's fun. This pin right here is a Snow White Cameo. It is in the Princess Cameo mystery packs. And it has this apple at the top, and I think it's just really pretty. I was really hoping to get the Tiana one, but that was not in my pack. And then I have the Cinderella one, and it has a little pumpkin at the top. And I think those are really pretty. Then I have a full-figured Snow White, holding a little bird here. And then I have the Snow White in Germany one from the World Showcase pin pack. This is also one of my first pins I bought. This is the Jasmine Pin. I don't think you can find this one anymore. I'm sure you can look online and there will be a lot of them. My poor nail. You see that? It's all screwed up. I'll have to fix it. Next we have the Morocco World Showcase pin with Jasmine on it. And finally we have the France World Showcase pin with Belle. Moving on to villains, we have the Queen of Hearts comic strip piece pin. So you can see this was also featured in my March Disney haul. And going along with that, we have the Scar piece to that same puzzle. Then we have the Ursula pin from the latest villain series. And Hades from that same set. And the Lady Tremaine pin from that pack. Or I shouldn't say pack, I should say collection. Then we have the Big-Eyed Villain collection. These were also a mystery pack. So I got the Jafar pin. The Captain Hook pin. The Maleficent pin. And the Cruella pin. Moving on, I have the Bruce pin from Finding Nemo. I have a Maleficent pin where it features her as the dragon and as herself. And then we have Maleficent as a full figure on her own. The Evil Queen from Snow White. And finally, the Oogie Boogie pin from the Nightmare Before Christmas Halloween pack. Oops. Okay, now moving on, this is my male character pin collection. As you can see, it's much bigger than some of the other collections. Not on purpose, that's just kind of the way this all worked. So starting with this column, I have the Baby Prince Ali pin from the Boy Hero pin pack. Then we have the Prince Eric pin pack or not pin pack, but pin from that same pack. We have the Dopey Pin, the Pinocchio Pin, and the Hercules Pin. The Genie Pin, and finally the Peter Pan Pin. I have a Jake and the Neverland Pirate Pin. This one right here is a Patriotic Mickey. The Sorcerer Apprentice Pin. This is a baseball pin. They are all in a little dugout here. Then we have the Disney 80 Years pin, and if I can open it without destroying my nails. It has the old Mickey and the current Mickey, and I totally just screwed up my nails. Then we have the New York Yankees Mickey pin, a Pooh Bear pin, and this honey is actually 3D, so when you touch it, it has a different texture. The Mickey USA Vinylmation, the Chip and Dale Patriotic Paint pin. This is another one from the Nightmare Before Christmas collection. This is Jack. And finishing off that collection, I believe, is this pin of Jack and Zero. Then we have Donald and Mickey in a little car. And Goofy in a little car. We have Mickey with a little Pennsylvania on it. Is this one? Yeah, this is from Disney. So there's that. We have a Mickey commemorative stamp that they actually made, but I don't think this is a real stamp. It's just a little pin kind of commemorating that. Then we have a King Louie pin from the Jungle Book. We have the Italy pin from the World Showcase. We have a Donald wearing an American flag t-shirt. Then there is, whoops, Rhino from Bolt in his little ball. So you can pin him either way. I pin him upside down like this. Then we have the two elves from Prep and Landing. Here is the first one. And here is the other one. I found those in March, actually, so that was a really lucky find for me because I was afraid, well, I really wasn't expecting Christmas things. Then we have the Mickey pin from Christmas that looks like this, him playing his harmonica, and then the little wagon behind him trails along. We have the, ooh, where is it? Okay, there we go. The Patriotic Pluto. And Mickey as Uncle Sam. And Goofy as Uncle Sam. So there's that. And then just a Mickey head with the American flag. Finishing off that World Showcase collection, we have Donald in Mexico, Goofy in Norway, and Pluto in Canada, and finally Mickey in the American Adventure. And finishing that nerd collection, we have a little nerdy Mickey, nerdy Donald, nerdy Chip and Dale, and Goofy with his little braces. I have a Stitch leaning up against a surfboard. Stitch is one of my favorites. They always have a ton of Stitch pins. Then we have the green alien men from Toy Story. And this is one of my favorite pins. My aunt actually found this one for me. Then we have the Figment Pin. I want to get more Figment pins, but I always forget which one I have, so now I have this video for reference next time I go. Then I have the other Little Mouse from The Rescuers, and these are just super cute, and I love those movies. Then we have the Perry the Platypus Pin as Agent P. This one that I got on my second trip that says Totally Sweet with Crush and Squirt from Finding Nemo. This one, I'm not sure where it came from. If it was a sponsored pin or like we got it because we paid with a Visa or something. But it's a Visa card pin with Mike and Sully on it from Monsters University. Then I have the 75 Years with Mickey. Oops. There we go. Pin. I actually have doubles of these because my grandma gave me hers as well, and we got these when we checked in. So, I will probably be taking the other two back to Disney and trading them for some other pins. Then I have a Piglet Pin. I have Swampy from Where's My Water. And I have this one, which was a little bit more expensive, but it's okay. This is the Disney Worldwide Conservation Fund. And the pin moves, so that makes it a little bit more pricey. But the proceeds from this pin go to the Conservation Fund. So it was worth the extra money. Now, this section is my section of pins that kind of have to do with a ride or a movie. So, here is the Tower of Terror pin. And it opens like this. It's a little elevator. And then Stitch is sitting there with the scissors cutting the wire to the elevator. Then I have the other one from the Haunted Mansion pin pack. I don't know if you can read it. Let me see. Three thumbs up because it's the hitchhiking ghost. Oops. Then we have the Splash Mountain pin. I also have a double of this. So I will be trading, one of those when I go. I have the Expedition Everest pin with the little Yeti, and he moves down the tracks. I have the Grape Soda Cap Ellie badge from Up. This pin is really heavy and kind of dense. And all of the backs on the Disney pins are Mickey heads, so that's how you can kind of know that they're authentic if you order online. And also they will have some sort of stamp like this, or if they're older, they will have a different stamp. This is another one from the Haunted Mansion. It says Master Gracie on it. That one's made out of like cast iron almost. And this one is from that same pack and says Foolish Mortal. So, that finishes off my... Ooh, I lied. I have two more Disney ones. I have this Mickey Mouse Happy St. Patrick's Day 2009 pin. And this one that says Luck of the Irish with Chip and Dale on it. And those are all my pins for St. Patrick's Day. Now moving on to this little tray that I have here. These are all of my non-Disney pins and buttons. So to start off, I have a pack of 12 pins, or well, buttons I should say, that are all different things dealing with the Wanted. So I haven't unpackaged these yet. I'm waiting to get like a box, but I got these on Amazon. A girl made them. Some of them are album covers and some of them are edited photos that she made. Then I have a New York Yankees Hello Kitty pin, which I got at the stadium. I got a Derek Jeter's final opening day commemorative pin. I didn't go to that game. I wish I had. But I also got that at the stadium. I got a Police Department City of New York 9/11 memorial pin from the museum. I got this Leota Pin in Ireland when I went, and I think it is just beautiful, and it is one of the only Leotas I have. So it's gold on the back. Then, as you saw in my New York City haul, I have the District 12 pin. From Universal Studios, I have the little Gingy here with the hanging peppermint. And ones from Universal have a star like this and have a star printed on the back. Then we have the Betty Boop pin. She looks just like that, and she has the stamp and everything. Then we have some Betty Boop pins. I have a little pin-up Betty Boop on the United States flag. Another Betty Boop, and a close-up Betty Boop here. I have another one somewhere, and I also have some other buttons from Disney, but I'm not sure where they have gone to. I think I misplaced them. So this button's from Disney. This is the Hipster, Minnie, and Mickey. And then I also have this old-timey kind of 1900s Minnie and Mickey. Then I have buttons from Menchie's. I also think I'm missing 2 of these. I have the little kiwi. I have the little dog Chip. I have Menchie. And I have Sprinkle. Now over here, I have my lanyards that I put all of my pins on to keep them safe. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas one. It just has different characters from the movie. Jack is on here, and the pumpkin. And it comes with a little card with Jack on it. And it also explains the Disney pin trading rules. So as you can see here, there's just your little guidelines, because there are guidelines to pin trading. Then this one from the last time I went to Disney with the villains all up the middle here, all kind of drawn. And this one is reversible, so on the other side you get those villains again. This one has some different villains on this side. As you can see there, I think it's picking up on camera, hopefully. So, yeah. Then I have the St. Patrick's Day lanyard, which is different Mickey and Friends kind of patches, and it says Happy St. Patrick's Day on this little piece right here. Then we have this American flag one that my grandma got. It has the Disney pin trading and Mickey on it. She also got one of these big keychains for the bottom. And I just keep my pins I'm going to trade on here, like the Splash Mountain one. And finally for lanyards, I have this one. It has Chip and Dale on it, and just a bunch of little leaves and acorns. So to finish off my pin collection, I have pins that are kind of not related to anything really. So I have my Presidential Award for Educational Excellence. Then I have a little monkey from Hawaii that my parents got me. The Mother's Day Build-A-Bear pin from a long time ago. This one's upside down. This autumn pin came from a bear I made that was autumn themed. And then we have the Topaz one that came with the Topaz bear. The USA pin. The Winter pin. Then I have a pin from the Akron Racers, which is a women's professional softball team. I have one from the London Olympics. I have one from the Sochi Olympics. I have just like an AT&T pin saying they sponsored the Olympics. I have a bowling pin, this crest here, these point shoes, even though I don't do point. I have my Hard Rock Cafe pin from Cleveland, and this one's from Toronto. And they are all on, there are other pins that go on here, but they are all on this Disney Animal Kingdom hat. So that is it. Thank you so much for checking out my pin collection, and as I expand, I will show you guys. So, thanks for watching. Bye!